Signposts. Adding on directions and measurement. Learning outcomes. We are learning to count on to solve adding problems, use a number line to solve adding problems, use direction words, measure distance. The Tramp Through the Bush, Part 1. Andy, Terry and Jill were tramping through the bush when they saw a sign. "What does it say?" asked Terry.
"It says that it's 5 more steps to get to the waterfall,"
said Jill.
"Oh, I'm so tired already," said Terry.
"Terry, we've only walked 7 steps so far," said Andy. "I've worked out it will be—"
"Shh,"
said Jill quickly.
"The Tamariki are listening."
"Oh yeah," said Andy. "Hey, Tamariki, can you work out how many steps we will have walked when we get to the waterfall?" Required output. So you need to take a photo showing materials for 7 plus 5. Complete the number line to show 7 plus 5. And you need to complete using a number line part 1 worksheet. So have a go at those and pause the video now and get that done. When you're ready, you can start again. Hey, welcome back. So here's part 2 of the story, The Tramp Through the Bush. At the waterfall was another signpost. Terry ran up to it. "It says that the rocks are 12 steps to the left," shouted Terry. "Let's go there next."
"Great idea,"
said Andy and Jill together.
"How far will we have walked when we get there, Tamariki?"
asked Jill. So what you need to do now is work out how far had they walked when they reached the rocks, and then you need to complete a using a number line 2 worksheet. So have a go at those ones and pause the video, and when you're ready you can start up again. Welcome back. This is part 3 of the story, The Tramp Through the Bush.
"The rocks are so rounded,"
said Jill.
"They're like the rocks at the beach."
"Here's another signpost," said Andy. "It says that the old tree is 20 steps to the right." "Well, what are we waiting for?" said Terry as he started off walking.
"Wait for us,"
shouted Andy and Jill, but Terry was already on his way.
"How many steps will we have walked when we get to the old tree?"
asked Jill. "I don't know," said Andy, "but I bet the Tamariki can figure it out." So what you need to do now is to work out how many steps and how far they've walked when they reached the old tree. And again, pause the video here, and when you're ready, come back and carry on from this point. Okay, welcome back. Here's part 4 of the story. "This tree looks ancient," said Andy. "It's so twisted and its branches are gnarly and bent." "I wonder how old it is," asked Terry.
"There's another sign,"
said Jill.
"The lake is 12 steps to the right."
"Off we go then," said Terry, racing away.
"What's his rush?"
asked Jill. "I don't know," said Andy. "He is acting strange today."
"When we reach the lake, how far will we have walked then, Tamariki?"
said Jill as she and Andy set off after Terry. So what you need to do now is work out how far Andy, Terry and Jill would have walked when they reached the lake. And again, pause it here, work that out, and when you're ready, come on back. Okay, here's part 5 of the story. "Oh!" exclaimed Terry. "The lake is so shiny and flat. You can see reflections of the trees in it."
"Oh, it's lovely,"
said Jill. "There's another sign here," said Andy. "But we've got a problem."
"What's that?"
asked Terry and Jill. "Well, it says start and steps, but there's no number, and we don't know whether to go left or right."
"Oh no!"
cried Terry. "We're lost."
"It's okay, Terry,"
said Jill.
"I know the Tamariki can help us. How many steps must we walk to get back to the start, Tamariki? And should we turn left or right?"
So here's what you've got to do now. How can we work out how many steps it is back to the start and which direction to turn? So which way from the lake should Andy, Terry and Jill turn? Left or right? And how many steps back again will it be to the beginning? You have to think about how to work that one out. I think there's a good way of doing that, and I wonder if you can figure that out too. So have a go at that. That's now the end of the video. If you need to listen to anything else again, just go back and run it back through, and you can read back through as well if you need to.